Mr. Wazurike, you will tell us from your own standpoint, because you're wearing two shoes now that I would like you to represent now, representing your region, fine, and also as a legal practitioner. Give me a sense of what is plays out. A lot of people will say that the president has appointed mostly those who will work with him, who are his personal staff. Can you begrudge him for choosing those he trusts?
Well, it looks funny if the president does not trust anybody from Southeast. It actually sounds extremely funny. But let's look at this way. The president is entitled, the day is inaugurated, to make some key personal appointments without referring to the Senate and so on. One of them is the Secretary of Government of the Federation. The other one is Chief of Staff. In terms of course, you have personal secretary and others. Chief of Staff is normally somebody who is extremely close to you. You wink, he knows what you're saying. Secretary of Government of Federation is actually expected to be a seasoned public officer. Actually, for many months, we were all speculating Obonoyono is going to get it and so on. But that notwithstanding, those key appointments of Mr. President will always be a signal to where he's going. Those very few key appointments, whether it's military, partially military, political, purely political, like Secretary of the Government of the Federation, or heads of anything, Mr. President always has a spread, has a chart. I have 10 appointments. This zone already has this percentage. This zone already has, that zone already has. As a matter of fact, when you're making recommendations to Mr. President on those he can appoint, you spread it out. You don't put everybody from the same zone. That is one essential rule.
You said he was a pointer. Yes. What pointer to what?
Well, what pointer, actually, we have a saying, the morning shows the day. But the pointer is how he is going to appoint people. Because the first answer we were given was based on merit. And we said, oh, you mean based on merit, nobody from Southeast? Now we're talking of loyalty and those they can trust. So there's nobody. You see, Mr. President has to take a step back. Take another look at this country and say, this is my country. I am the president of all. And I have people from all sides. Therefore, it makes no sense for me to say, from Northwest, I have 13. From this, I have this. From this, no. You are going on tour. You are having Security Council meetings, Defense Council meetings. It means that in some of these circles, there will be nobody from Southeast. That's what it simply means.
But eventually, if there is going to be, from what I understand, over 1,000 more appointments to be made, the cabinet list is going to be there, which in the sense, federal character issue, there might be about over 30 ministers that are going to be appointed. In this sense, don't you think that the Southeast region might just make up for this?
No, they can't. Let me put it this way. We have what they call National Security Council, National Defense Council, the National Police Council. There are many of these ones. And under the Constitution, some people are listed as members. All those who are statutory members are those Mr. President has appointed. Ministers, Southeast will get 6, South will get 6, Northwest will get 6. The same thing as others. So it's no special favor. As a matter of fact, what we have done now is to say, in my kitchen cabinet, which is that small circle of people who you discuss with at the end of the day, there is no Igbo man.
Okay.
In my other council meetings, there will be none.
All right. Just a moment. Let's take a look at this information again, and Mr. Liman will probably give us his thoughts on this and where these latest appointments came from. And of course, okay, there you go. That's how you have it. Babashir Lawal, there's SGF from Adamawa. Abba Kyari, Chief of Staff from Borno State, Colonel Hamid Ali, the Controller General of Customs from Bauchi State, from, you can find it there. So, and all of these from the information about this SSA to the President on National Assembly, the two of them, one from Akwa Ibom, the other from Kano State, and there you have it, the Controller General of Immigration Service, Kure Abeshi. A lot of people are saying that for example, one of the controller is not in service and has been appointed. What do you make of that?
You see, the reality about leadership, when the topmost aspect of leadership, you don't need to be, like himself now, he's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, he's a civilian and all that. So it's all about management skills that are required at that particular level, whether or not he's a colonel. You know, the other support staff could be the paramilitary customs officers and all that kind of. But you see, having said this, back to the issues that you've raised about, I still maintain the fact that it's a work in progress. We still have a Minister of Finance and a coordinator of the national economy. These are key posts that, whether or not you like it as a kitchen cabinet, you will still need to have your Minister of Finance and the coordinator of the national economy, which was what Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala had been, you know, consistently maintaining since Obasanjo's time and even Jory Jonathan's time and all that kind of thing. So there are so many other key points. Minister of Petroleum, even though he says that portfolio, given the kind of sensitivity he's going to hold on. I'm talking about His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, that he may still oversee what is going on in the petroleum sector in conjunction with the South-Souths gentleman that you talked about, you know. And so there are still so many things on the table. And it's to me, it's, well, I've said it, tilting a little bit, but still a lot could be done to, you know, do the balancing.
Does it give an image? What kind of image do you think this particular appointment and the tilt that we're seeing today gives? You
see, one thing that you tend to have forgotten is that from 1999, when Obasanjo came, there were a lot of, you know, if you quote-unquote ethnic cleansing, so to say. It's a little bit of a big word to say. So a lot of posts that ought to have even gone to the northern side. You know, I'm not saying that simply because I come from the northern part of Nigeria, even Jonathan's time. So what you're seeing is a lot of aggrieved. By nature, the average northerner does not come out on this to say, look, we've been marginalized, you know. So they've kept quiet since 1999, and preponderantly, if you run this particular list over the years back to 1999, you begin to see the pictures, the Solodus, the, you know, but the average northerner doesn't come out on the pages of newspaper to say these are the analysis and all that kind of thing. Right. So basically what you're seeing, for now, is good that this red, you know, amber light is being pointed to His Excellency. He's a human being, you know. If we,
he should be listening.
Yeah, he should be listening.
Right.
Those
so,
around him will
Mr. Godiwazuruke, tell me, as we round up now, you have a stand on this matter. A lot of people are saying, look, if you want to fight corruption, you must have those who you trust. They're going to be your lieutenants. They're going to stand with you. You still do not trust that saying or that school of thought?
Well, I think they're wrong if they think that those Mr. President has appointed are those who are going to assist him in fighting corruption. Listen, under the Constitution, we have the agencies set up to fight. It is Mr. President who has the prerogative to nominate, for instance, the boss of EFCC, who is to head the police, and so on and so forth. He is going to appoint an Attorney General and Minister of Justice. He is the chief prosecutor, not any of these ones. So when the true picture emerges, that is when they've appointed an Attorney General who is going to stand up in court. Besides, Mr. President has no power to jail anybody. I hope people realize it.
All right.
This is not a military government, it's a civilian government, so he cannot jail. It's only the courts that can jail somebody.
All right, let's quickly take a look at some of the comments people were making. A few of the emails here, quickly, if I can run through them. There's one from Hamad from Yaba, Lagos in Alagomeji. He says, it's too early to crucify PMB for alleged sectionalism. There are yet more appointments to be made come September. Well, we're in September. September is going well. Another one for Efosa Ogiamen from Akute is saying, I'm a strong supporter of PMB, however. I'm becoming nervous with the current spread of his appointments. And Ikemefuda also said Nigerians should look at competence rather than zoning of appointment, which has taken us nowhere since democracy came to Nigeria. And this last one from Adwekite Moses saying that my observation is that Buhari's appointment should not divide Nigeria. Rather, we should support whoever is appointed with his appointment. So far, we have seen significant achievements within the 3 months that he came into office. Well, let me take one or two tweets and we go. Yemi Sadiku says, aside ethnicity, what is the religion distribution of the appointees? Well, those are big questions. Very much, I was thank you, but we need to go now. Last word in 5 seconds each. Just last word from each of you.
Well, I wish His Excellency well, and I wish and you know, pray that this country moves forward.
All right.
I pray for the success of President Muhammadu Buhari. His success is our success. His failure is our own.
All right. Thank you so much, Barrister Godiwazuruke, Mr. Galtima, Liman, thank you for your thoughts. And that's how far we can go. On behalf of the team here at Channels Television Headquarters, that's our show tonight. I'm Seun Akimale. Bye for now.